Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to our lesson for today. Our report for today is Financial Statement Analysis from the University of Regina Club. And we are the Group 1B. I am Mary Angelica Corato, RSW, and together my friends with me here in this group are Daisy May Dayag, Uldarica Digap, Carlos Labadora, Kimberly Melumida, Christine K. Nunez, Blessy Taiko, and Julian Victoria Tubato. So let's start. All right, so we will be talking about the background of the study. So the University Club at the University of Regina was in financial distress. So the club had been losing money for several years and was being subsidized by the University of Regina. However, due to budget cuts by the Saskatchewan government, the university was no longer in the position to subsidize the operation of the club. So the club's no longer in the position. So the club's board member had to make some tough decision or choices, but they needed a detailed analysis of the financial statement to make an informed decision. This is very important. So the accounting professor, Lorraine Taylor, who had recently joined the club's board, suggested performing ratio analysis to assess the problem areas. So the University Club was a formal dining facility located on the campus of the University of Regina and was constructed as a nonprofit and also membership-based corporation. So a board of directors comprised of 10 members elected from the general membership and was responsible for the governance of the club. All right. So the club's main objective stated in the Constitution were the following. First is to promote communication, fellowship, and goodwill among individuals working within the or associated with the University of Regina. Second is to provide quality food services, lounge facilities, recreation, and entertainment for the members of the club. All right. And next. So as a brief history, the University Club was incorporated in 1965 and had been housed in its current location since 1974. So when the University of Regina became an autonomous institute, up to the 1990s, the club was referred to as the Faculty Club, at which time the name changed to the University Club. So the University Club was an upscale facility at which time the on campus and was preferred venue to entertain university guests, faculty, staff recruits, and to do conduct special events as well. Although such services were available not far from the campus. So the club was the only facility in the campus, which made it convenient for the faculty and other university community members also, especially during cold winters. As the whole university was connected internally, the people from anywhere on the campus would walk to the club without needing to put their coat and boots in the coldest winter days. And a huge benefits of Regina. So this is a very nice place for them. Yeah. Okay, so next. Mhm. All right. So since the location was so advantageous for those who were working in the campus, it was not so for anyone from the outside campus as well. So the restaurant was located on the second floor in the College West in an obscure location, so making it difficult for outsiders to find. Parking was not free and the paid parking lots was also quite far away. Restaurant space was also limited, with no rooms for expansion, and the kitchen space was tight and became hot when the stove and the dishwasher were operating. So both the furniture in the dining area and the equipment were aging and would need to be replaced soon. So we have why is the University Club or the University of Regina Club became distressed? Okay,
problem. First, the University Club at the University of Regina was in financial distress. And the second, the university was no longer in a position to subsidize the operation of the club. And next, the last one, a higher debt ratio indicates that the company has the possibility to face difficulty in borrowing money to finance the business operation. So here are the alternative courses of action to address from the problem. There are three. First, for the university, they should have a new business or organizational strategy to improve its way in utilizing their financial resources. The second, obtain sufficient funds to address the economic problem of the university by undergoing liquidation or selling some properties of the said university. The third one is to lessen the chance of obtaining a higher debt ratio to the company must refrain from having a liability. With that, the organization should maintain their asset higher than their liabilities. So for our recommendation for this, based on the analysis carried out in the report, it will be recommended to business to use the fourth strategy. Example, grow the business by investing into content creation in order to enhance consumer experience. The method is financially practical as it is approximated that maximum IRR and NPV will be generated through this job as compared to other alternatives. Similarly, due to an increased threat of brand new entrants as well as an intense rivalry among competitors, participating in bigger cities will not be beneficial for the company. So, in order to execute the technique of building material production, business will be required to have partnership with the prominent services involved in the content production. Ayan. So these content creators will construct the material on the site thinking about the instructional need, changing preferences of children, and cultural elements and aspects of regional customers. The business can likewise acquire established content from prospective material providers such as Walt Disney, which will ensure operational performance as achieved and functional expenses of business is reduced and client engaging content is created. Okay, so our takeaways. The financial analysis made me reflect that whenever you plan for a big project and will, of course, include costing and finances in every aspect of it, we really have to consider that in everything, it would take a lot of study and tedious consideration. Every project manager should know how to bend and find ways just to make the project successfully done. As a social worker working in the government, it's not easy to do an administration and financial management, but the system and the reliable teammates are so helpful as well. So that's it, and thank you so much for listening. God bless.